Oh no, our first autosave. Yeah, and as you will see, this game does a lot with surface effects. And oil applies slowed, so, well, you become slowed. Thing is, as you might have guessed, combining oil and fire is really fun. But we can't use fire, so, Ooh, we have also quite the interesting pattern on our back. I wonder what it means. But I mean, we also saw that in the middle of the Magister banner, they also have this, just this eye, isn't it? Kind of branded, or hopefully just our clothes. We also have this color on our neck, source color. The set source muted, unbreakable. The sturdy collar hums faintly with energy. Powerful magic swirls within. That sounds fun. Character can no longer use source magic or receive source points. Which is sad, because source magic is quite powerful. Hey there, good looking.
Hey! Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
Lavender eyes him carefully. Well, why exactly are you in a cage in the first place?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
I mean, you know me. Prison riots are basically my thing. Basically my middle name. And Lavender also would at first always try to believe that people are innocent, even despite his experiences. Well, sure, why not? I mean, annoying the magisters sounds fun, so what should I do?
A gentleman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
Seems easy. He's a magister. At least he's already wounded. I think that's good for us. And sleeping. And just to do this joke again. Talents. This character has no talents. Fear you, my friend. Sleeping. Character cannot move or use skills. The status can be broken by damage, cured by clear-minded or enraged. Okay, I mean, if we free him, we're 2 against 1, so let's do that. I'd say.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Well, seems like the guy's not getting much sleep.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me?
Sure.
Oh, wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Yay. Racism against elves. Of course, we're going to try for persuasion, because we're so charismatic. I gotta say, even though I played this game before, I never really understood how the attributes come into play with the persuasion checks. Well, you know, I heard some yelling above, so I think you should go upstairs, right? Nice.
Damn. If it's not one thing, it's another. And no way I can trust those fools to deal with any nonsense on their own. Can't leave the prisoner alone, though. He's been nothing but trouble, I hear.
Sad thing that we can't ask about, like, what kind of trouble. I mean, I took a look at those cell bars. They're kind of sturdy. I don't think they will just become all wobbly and bent, right?
That's all I needed to hear. Just don't let that caged rascal fool you. You can't trust him as far as you can throw him.
Which is not really far with no strength. So you want to know what happens if we let him out. So, bye, Magister. Okay, I think that should be enough.
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his eyes rest on yours.
Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lad. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them. The halls await.
Wow, bastard. I helped you. This is how you repay me? Yeah, remember in the character creation, the skill I unselected? It's Bloodsucker, which basically means that you absorb all the blood around you and heal yourself. Let's hope we don't regret this. Let's touch him. Nice. Decaying is quite cool, of course, just have to make sure if I remember it correctly. Yeah. Healing spells and potions will damage you for 100%. So, not only he can't heal now, but we can also go and cast Restoration on him. And damage us now. Isn't that fun? And since we're an edgy elf, we can also do the flesh sacrifice, so hurt ourselves a little bit and deal more damage, which would have been smarter to do at the beginning of our turn. Anyway, we also got an AP more, so we can use this one. Oh, we healed ourselves. Yikes. Okay, Fireball is a little bit above our skill. No. Oh, we have 12 hit points left, and he has 23. I think using our dagger is nicer. Let's just hope for the best. Hope our adventure's not ending before it even started. Dying in the tutorial zone. Let's drink some lemonade. That's really not much HP. And eat an apple. And slap you. And hunt. Oh, nice. Was way more powerful than I expected.
What do you have to gain by killing me? Strange forces are at work.
Especially since we're both prisoners. Like, what did he even expect? And it's a really interesting death, folks. Let's see if he had something interesting. Nope. I mean, he was a prisoner, so kinda makes sense. Sad. He could have been an ally. I can't lockpick. Where to get the key? I mean, I think I can also just try to destroy a door with over 400 HP. Might be a bit annoying. Where was that key? Can I pick the lock? Is it just like lockpick level 0? Ah, I think it was. Nice. Here we go. I expected it to be harder. Then again, we are in the tutorial. Doesn't look like they're doing nice stuff here. I think if I lie down, I will regenerate HP. Yes. Let me just sleep. I think that one we can't... No, we can't lockpick. Lock level 100. So, I wonder if I can put in this candle here, if it will ignite it. Yes! Nice. Let's wait a second and not walk right into the fire. Patience. Patience even.
Not the most elegant solution, was it?
Oh. It was cool. Okay.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Say, that was the tutorial. Let's go. Yeah, there's our new friend, Magister Sivan. Sivan? I don't know. Pot still. Can we use it for something? Oh, we can. We could distill something. I don't think we have the stuff to do that, but we could.
Where did I leave my
Physical armor potion. 26 physical armor at our current level is quite a lot. My dear lady, you have a very curious fondness of certain interior design. There's skulls and skull candles. What is that? Oh, those are preserved body parts. Yes. Yeah, I don't need to do that.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
Yeah, great. So it was you.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs.
I kinda don't like being compared to a dog on a leash. And again, we're quite clearly a prisoner. Why on a ship?
You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Ooh. Well, I actually had a quite long black dream about a ship sailing the River of the Dead. But I'm not dead, am I? Or are you two?
No. You're alive, and you're having a conversation. You are on a ship, of course, but luckily for us both, we're merely sailing the plain old sea.
Depending on where we're going, I don't know if I'm lucky.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
Wow.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy.
Reassuring. And given we are a prisoner, Fort Joy doesn't sound like a fun camp.
A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to sauce. For good.
I wonder what that cure is supposed to be. I don't think she's very genuine. Well, you know, there was kinda a little accident in the cargo deck. Well, long story short, prisoner dead.
Is he? Oh well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they?
Wow. Lavender pulls the thing around his neck futilely. What? Why the heck and with what did you collar me?
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
I mean, we already know it's source muting. Oh, come on, just for the heck of it. Lavender recalls great powers building inside him. The ones he commanded just before his capture and tries to unleash them.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
It's completely source muted.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Great. What charming people. But what is really interesting is that in Divinity Original Sin 1, I mean, you play the people, you play the source hunters. I mean, don't confuse source hunters with magisters, but it is kind of fun that you're playing like the other side, kinda. And also, I mean, in Divinity Original Sin 1, we cleansed the source, didn't we? So the big question remains, what happened? Why are they hunting us? Ancient book. The Soul's King insists there are no magics to foul, even those that will block or even remove the source within an individual. A delight in his madness. It is an invitation to manipulate all which we once believed immutable. He provides all manners of experimental subjects. The text beneath lists a series of hexes and materials required for muting source. Some of those objects circled in black ink and annotated as follows: helm, collar, mask. I guess maybe she even invented those collars. I mean, impressive, but still annoying. Oh.
Good gods, there's been a murder here.
This guy doesn't look too well.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
I'll
But
need
also
to write to
source-
headquarters right away.
Source Hunter, I just want to say, if it's a magister or another prisoner.
Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
I mean, Lavender has seen quite a lot of bloody messes and dead people or very injured people due to being a healer, so Lavender peers into the room and asks, this doesn't look normal. What happened?
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them.
On the other hand, I mean, look at him. It doesn't look like a normal murder. It doesn't look like rammed a knife into his throat. On the other hand, I mean, the source color just seems to suppress sorcery, not magic. So it seems like a magical kill. And I think that thing here, yeah, is a broken source color. I wouldn't go for death to just remove that one.
Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
So, did you know the dead man?
It's a small ship. His name was Finn. Oddball. Looked to me like he saw something he wished he hadn't before he came here.
Well, you are Magister and you are keeping us prisoner. I also hoped I wouldn't see you.
We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
See if we can ask her. See if there's something left. A chunk of flesh. And as we know, we are an elf, so we can just... Sounds so gruesome. We can just eat that body part and find out what happened.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Protection is an interesting word for, well, captivity. You know, I don't think you were his protector. You were his captor, as for all of us.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source.
I mean, poor guy.
We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
Eating people is nice. It is called elvish culture.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir.
The master of euphemisms. I weren't asleep. You gave me sedatives.
You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Lavender shrugs. Well, maybe I can. You know, I'm a sorcerer after all.
Not with that collar on you, aren't.
Right.
Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
Hannibal would approve. Oh boy. I'm playing a hero, alright? The wood elves of Valenwood would approve too.
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
I mean... yeah, why not? I mean, one of us was murdered, so why not help them? Despite them being a magister. Lavender nods. Well, if I found anything, I will tell you. You know, I have a feeling in my stomach I will know something very soon.
Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else.
You have to be quite powerful if they did that unnoticed. Well, on the other hand, we also caused quite a mess
Ooh.
in the lower decks. Chunk of flesh.
As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat,
Sure.
you feel his consciousness enter yours. His memories are yours to experience. You are Finn.
Oh, it must be so horrible to eat it. On the other hand, I think for them it's just very, very normal. But ugh.
Your heart is heavy. You know too much. It's all too much. You met him.
Who is him?
A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but they are shaking so hard you can barely use them. Suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. Her eyes are kind. She comes closer. She says she wants to talk. She reaches a hand toward you. You grasp it. The memories end. You are no longer Finn. You return to yourself with a jolt.
So an older lady killed him. And apparently it was very, very fast. Ooh, skill games. Adrenaline. Yeah, that's the other thing. You can also learn skills actually through, well, eating humanoid flesh. But yeah, you still need the requirements to learn them. Well.
So, anything interesting for me?
Yeah, actually, you know the whole elf dead man's flesh eating thing? I did that and I know what happened to Finn. He met an older woman on the ship.
From his memories? You ate something off his corpse? Please, don't tamper with the evidence. Especially not like that.
Hey, I found something out, didn't I?
As for the older woman, I'll have to check out the ship's log. If she's aboard, I haven't met her myself. Must avoid us Reds when she sees us.
I wonder why.
If you meet anyone like that aboard, maybe you could talk to her. Casually. See when she last spoke to Finn.
Right. Unfortunately, so far no reward.
No marks, no indication.
See if we can explore the other
hatch is
part.
blocked. I need to find another way.
So, let's go and meet our future companions.
That's enough.
Oh, let's take a better roll. Because with that, and just on the go, well, basically long rest. And while we're at it, there are here actually quite a few mods you can use. which are not, well, they're in-game mods, so they're part of the game. And I think I will just turn them on. Probably all of them. Ah, come on. Just some things the game provided in the definitive edition. So, for example, you can, when you long rest, you also restore your source points, so you don't have to run to certain points to get them. And I think that's nice to watch. And achievements are disabled anyway. But yeah. Quite a few fun ones. You can also improve like equipment you find. You have vendors which sell like additional stuff. So in general, it's just a little bit more. Some things are just more convenient, and others are just more interesting. Maybe I should have saved before. I'm a bit confused why it doesn't load. But I'm going to stay optimistic, right? Right. Ah, there we go. It's interesting because usually the loading times of this game are very short. Well. Oh no, we got that. I activated one of the mods I didn't want to activate, I think. Oh well. Anyway, now we have lots of small bags where we can sort things into. Let's see if I'm going to do that, or, well, if we just have lots of bags now.